What is good, Collab people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, going to the local petting farm so I can collaborate with one of the goats, actually two goats in this video, because today, relatedly I guess, we'll be discussing Juice WRLD and XXXTENTACION possibly collaborating in the future. And by that I don't mean like working together, because obviously they're passed away, RIP X and Juice, but they might be having a song dropping very soon, possibly this month. So without further ado, Juice and X collab potentially dropping. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as mentioned, I already told y'all the names, Juice WRLD and XXXTENTACION. So they might be dropping a new song, and yes, this may be hard to believe considering they didn't ever work together like while they were both alive, but the collaboration that might be dropping might still somewhat be organic in that there's evidence that it might not be just a mashup where they take like a verse from Juice WRLD and X's unfinished songs and then put them together. For apparently Juice, while he was alive, recorded a verse or multiple for the purpose of doing a song with an XXXTENTACION unfinished song. So at least one of the parties, Juice WRLD, was aware of this collab. Now, to get started into the actual new news, this whole rumor or whatever you want to call it, hint, because it looks like it actually is happening, started when DJ Scheme, one of Juice WRLD's good friends, and XXXTENTACION and Ski Mask good friends, tweeted Bad Vibes 999. If you didn't already know, 999 is obviously for Juice WRLD's brand, and Bad Vibes Forever was XXXTENTACION's label, I believe. However, the fans from both artists weren't too keen on this idea of putting these two fallen rappers together because it would just seem pretty inorganic, and like the label was just trying to like squeeze as much money out of Juice and X as they could, as they already pretty much did to X, objectively speaking, because a lot of people didn't like how they dropped Bad Vibes Forever and Skins and all the posthumous releases that X's label has released under his name. And I think that's why there hasn't really been much from him ever since, other than the documentary that is apparently dropping in 2021, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, to get into the actual fan replies and some of the most significant ones that DJ Scheme actually responded to, one of the fans, I believe, summed it up pretty well, quote tweeting DJ Scheme's original tweet stating, "Please don't force dead artist collabs, we really don't need this." However, DJ Scheme came back with a pretty good rebuttal in regards to what I spoke about before, in that Juice WRLD was actually aware of the collab and was recording this verse specifically for an X collab, stating, "Force, they been did shit." So maybe even when XXXTENTACION was alive, they were planning a collaboration or something along those lines. I don't think so. I wouldn't say it's totally inorganic, in that Juice WRLD, as we all know, dropped one of his best songs in my opinion called Legends about the passing of X. So it's not like the two didn't know the other or didn't want to work with them, because we'll actually talk about soon, they were supposed to get on one of the fan favorite X songs before both of them passed. Another fan quote tweeted DJ Scheme's original Bad Vibes 999 tweet stating, "This truly some clown shit," to which DJ Scheme again defends the whole collaboration, stating, "Watch your mouth, it was done before bro passed, don't disrespect him like that." So maybe he clarifies a little bit in that it wasn't XXXTENTACION that was even aware of the collab, it was only Juice WRLD. However, if one party was aware, you know, I might be okay with it, although I do understand why fans are hating, because we really don't know if X would have wanted this or if he even wanted to release that unfinished verse for the song. But then again, maybe he did, because it seemed like both Juice and X knew that they were going to pass away as legends, as weird as that sounds. If you just read the lyrics, you'll understand that they knew that they were passing away like way early, being in the 21 club or 27 club or whatever it's called. But to continue, Juice WRLD's ex-girlfriend, we're not talking about Allie, we're talking about the one before that, named Starfire, she actually chimed in on this debate, and that XXL reposted this news of the possible X Juice collab, stating XXXTENTACION and Juice WRLD collab loading ... But then she says in quote tweets, "Lol, no thanks," pretty much always hating on anything that the label does posthumously with Juice WRLD. Understandably though, as we've discussed before, and a fan replies, "Yeah, we know they didn't work together, but Juice recorded vocals for a song he was gonna be on. I don't think they're mashing two songs together," which is what DJ Scheme was saying. So maybe they're just reiterating that information, kind of justifying the collab, because no matter what, I do personally want new Juice songs, and it's not like we have any drought of Juice WRLD verses or songs, or even mixed and mastered songs like Rental that just leaked, which is actually called Cha-Ching apparently, because it kind of sucks to see all all of these songs leak without Juice's family receiving any of the money, nor being able to hear it on Spotify and all that, because, you know, it's kind of like a drag sometimes to be putting on your Spotify and Apple Music or like whatever platforms. Plus all the leaks that are uploaded on Spotify and all the DSPs get taken out like every single month. But continuing, Starfire actually responded to this fan stating, recorded it after X already passed though. I feel like that's a new trend labels have been doing the past couple years and it just makes me feel uncomfortable. And she's kind of right in a sense in that, you know, Pop Smoke even just dropped a posthumous album and there was a lot of inorganic collabs, allegedly at least. And as we spoke about before, X had a lot of inorganic collabs, even like Kanye West and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has a new song with Pop Smoke coming out and that's sparked a lot of controversy because, again, we have no idea if any of these fallen artists would want to work with the artists that are hopping on their tracks. Plus, it kind of just speaks badly for the label like Grade A and Interscope still profiting off an artist after they passed away. But from a business perspective, this does make sense because say they signed Juice WRLD for like 4 albums and then he passes away after the first one. Like, what do you do? It's kind of just like a loss. But then again, it's a loss of life too, so you kind of have to respect his death over the money. That's where I stand, at least. But then yesterday, I actually found out that Juice WRLD may not have just planned to be on one X song or collab. He was supposed to be on 2, at least. In that, allegedly, and this is coming from someone in Juice Hub, or I didn't hear directly from the Juice Hub, but someone in Juice Hub told me that Juice WRLD actually has a verse on a Falling Down remix, which was a posthumous release by XXXTENTACION and Lil Peep, even though they didn't meet each other. So that was already an inorganic and controversial collab that fans weren't too sure of. However, according to the statistics, that has been the most successful posthumous release on Spotify, already accruing over like 555 million streams on one platform. So obviously it meant a lot to a lot of people, including Lil Peep and X fans, whether or not some of them felt alienated by the fact that they didn't appreciate the labels taking advantage of the fallen artists. But in regards to this Falling Down remix, Juice WRLD has a verse on like pretty much the same song. It's pretty much just an added verse that Juice WRLD has for the original Falling Down song, but I guess it didn't make the cut, or maybe he recorded it after the song was already released and he just wanted to hop on the remix, or the label wanted to set that up. We really don't know, but someone has the song and it might leak, it might not. All I know currently is that person is just holding the song, whoever has it in Juice Hub. More publicly, Juice WRLD also apparently was supposed to be on one of XXXTentacion's fan favorite songs called Woah that was on the Skins posthumous album, and one of my favorite X songs, to be honest, in that one of X's multi-platinum producers that worked with him a ton in his later career, John Cunningham, and also produced a lot of his biggest songs like Moonlight, Sad, Changes, Bad, even Falling Down, the song we just talked about that is a massively grossing song. And he spoke on Twitter claiming that Juice was supposed to be on this song, and that he tweeted more specifically, Juice was supposed to get on Woah, and every time I hear his voice, I think about how beautiful that would have been. So it looks like he was supposed to be on the song, but never actually recorded it, or maybe he passed away before, or maybe Juice WRLD came to his senses and didn't want to mess up or, you know, tarnish X's legacy. Not that it really would, because Juice WRLD, I'm sure, had the best intentions, but maybe he didn't want to hop on a posthumous release because of the controversy that causes with fans, especially with his subject matter that he raps about a lot in his content. But in my opinion, his subject matter that he normally speaks on probably would have helped his case of working with a posthumous artist. But it's not up to me, it's up to the fans. However, more recently, only a couple days ago on October 4th, a fan brought up the Woah remix again, tagging John Cunningham saying, any chance we could see a Woah remix featuring Juice in the future? I know he didn't get around to recording it, but he got tons of material to work with. If y'all got into contact with Lil Bibby and arranged something, shit would break the internet. And the internet, it would break, definitely. And John Cunningham was in full support. Although it doesn't look like he actually produced the Woah song, so maybe he doesn't have, you know, as much power to do so as he would with the Falling Down remix that he actually did produce. But it's looking like if this Woah remix actually happened, it would be a mashup, not necessarily an organic collab where Juice WRLD knew that he was going to record a verse for the song, even though he may have had intentions to do so. Personally, I don't think that they should drop the Woah remix with a mashup. If Juice WRLD actually recorded a verse for a specific song before he passed away that he was intending to do so, sure, drop that song, but dropping a mashup is kind of like forcing things, and it's kind of like against the laws of nature, I guess. So maybe just leak it, or, you know, give it to the fans for free on SoundCloud or YouTube or something. But I wouldn't put hella promotional money behind it, especially knowing that fans are gonna be very split. Like some fans not wanting to drop the posthumous release that's a mashup, and then some fans really wanting it because they love Juice WRLD and X so much they don't care. But if you just drop it on SoundCloud or YouTube on a non-monetized platform or something like that, then I feel like it's the best of both worlds. Because I think the true issue lies within the fact that people are using their name, because once you pass away as a rapper, your clout like goes up. Whether we like it or not, it skyrockets, because that's pretty much the best promotion you can get as a rapper. They don't love you till you're gone, as bad as that sounds. So they should avoid that at all costs. Use X's label's wrongdoings, in the fans' eyes at least, because I can't speak on them completely, to model Juice's posthumous releases, because I still think he's gonna have another album or two, especially because Bibby said they're dropping something in October, which I think is gonna be the Conversations music video, but it might end up being this XXXTENTACION collab. So all in all, I have no idea. We'll see. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, buying a two-headed goat, because that's basically what we're gonna get if we actually get an organic X and Juice collab. Maybe I can milk that shit, like literally like goat milk, and make some chocolate milk or something. I don't know. But let me know in the comments what you think about an X Juice collab. Do you want it? Do you think that it's against like the label's morals to do so? Or do you not care? Or do you think it should leak? Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description. Join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutter people. Know what I'm saying?